Hi and welcome to today's video. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. And if you're one of my returning subscribers, welcome back, my love. So I finally decided to film my get to know me video. I did promise you guys that I did promise when I get my subscribers up, I would record this video for you guys. So I just thought it would be, I asked my followers on Instagram to ask me questions, and then I also went on Pinterest and found a bunch of get to know me questions. So I have everything here on my phone ready to go. So if you want to get to know me better, keep watching. The first question: do you collect anything? I do. Besides fashion, I am a fashion collector and I do love to collect high-end pieces, like limited edition pieces and things like that. I do collect fashion, but the thing that I feel like my best collection is my DC Comics collection. I was a comic book head growing up. I love watching Batman. I love Superman, Justice League, the whole gang. So I do collect DC Comics. Actually, I have a really nice collection. I haven't even pulled it out since I moved. But I'm gonna dedicate one little corner of my studio for that. Or I was thinking, I have a detached garage. My garage is in the back of the house, which is kind of cool because I think I'm going to turn that garage into like my studio. So I think that it would be big enough to put like the DC Comics collection, to put like, you know, my memorabilia, and just make it like a really nice studio. So I don't know yet. Next question: what is your most prized possession? I would have to say my house. It's my biggest investment. It's like the most important thing I'll invest in my life, right? So my house. Next question: are you single? Yes, I am. I have been single for a little over 2 years now. Next question: what is your favorite decade and why? Most definitely the 90s. I was born in 83. So early 80s, like I do have a lot of memories from the 80s. But the 90s, that was just the best decade. The fashion, the music. Ugh, I'm also a music head, so the music, the R&B, hip-hop of the 90s, pop, everything was just so much better back then. Favorite color: yellow. Where do you shop at the most? You guys, I shop a lot, so ooh, it's a tough one. Ross. I love discount stores because you can find so many good items there. You can always, they always have good brands for good prices. Like my watch. How cute. How cute. I think I paid like $17 for this at Ross. So I love my discount stores, but also, like I said, I do also collect high-end fashion. So I always, to be honest with you, I will go to a discount store before I go like to like this, like Saks, you know, or Gucci or whatever. I always go to the discount stores, see what they have, see if they have anything. Of course, with high fashion items, sometimes they're not available at any other retailer, but you know, they're exclusive. So my favorite place to shop, I would say, of course, Ross, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, and then Nordstrom Rack, Nordstrom, Saks. Saks off 5th though, if you follow me on Instagram, Saks off 5th is like my favorite. Like I found my Oscar de la Renta heels there on sale. Like I love going there hunting. One of my Versace watches I found there on sale. I found I had tons of sunglasses I have from there. Like Saks Off Fifth is like, if you're a designer like freak or like collector, Saks Off Fifth is where it's at. Next question. At what age did you start wearing makeup? 21. And like, I didn't really do a lot, you know, when you're young and you have good skin. I didn't really do much. Like, I didn't like fully do the full face and everything until I think 2014 when I was 31. Next question. Do you enjoy hiking, camping, or outdoor adventuring? Yes, I do. I hate bugs, but I do love the outdoors. I love hiking. I do love sightseeing. I love just like seeing, especially nature, like wonders of the world. I love to just see mountains and just look at the scenery and just to look at how everything was created. It's just amazing to me. So yes, I do love outdoor activities. I love swimming. I love the water. So it's another outdoor activity, I guess. The next one is kind of a tough one for me. What is your favorite movie of all time? It's a tough one. If I really had to choose, I think I would say it had to be two. It couldn't just be one. It would be Ever After and The Dark Knight. As I said before, Batman is like my favorite superhero. Love him. Just love the storyline. Always followed it. But I feel like Christopher Nolan really kicked ass with the Dark Knight trilogy. Like, that's definitely, if I could choose all three of the movies, I would. And of course, Heath Ledger kicked ass as the Joker in that one. So definitely those two movies. Next question. Do you like cooking, and what's your favorite dish to prepare? I absolutely adore cooking. I love to cook. I love to try new things out. It's just something beautiful about like putting something together and just watching the masterpiece that you've cooked and just watching satisfaction of others enjoying it. I really enjoy that. I cook a lot of soul food. It's mostly what I cook. I didn't learn how to make like a lot of Trinidadian food because I grew up in America. So the only thing I really know how to make from Trinidad is like curry chicken. That's the only thing I know how to make. Like, so if I could, honestly, if I could cook more Trini food, that's what I'd be eating. But favorite dish to prepare, definitely my macaroni and cheese. Hands down. Next question. If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? Trini style stew, chicken, and roti. Next question. Do you appreciate art galleries and museums, or do you find them boring? I do appreciate them. I am kind of like, I wouldn't say really a history buff, but I do enjoy history and learning about certain things. I love history, to be honest, but I wouldn't say like I'm like the history buff. Like, I'm not on the History Channel all the time watching every documentary, but I do love museums. I love that they tell a story. Art museums, my brother is an art major, and so he's gotten me into art more, but I've always loved art museums. I used to take my daughter a lot when she was younger. Next question. What's the best concert you ever attended? I've only ever attended one concert in my life, and that was last year when Kanye did the Free Larry Hoover benefit concert in LA. I was still living in California at the time. It was great, to be honest with you. He's one of my favorite artists. I enjoy his music. Okay, he's a very talented music artist. Just needs to take his meds, and let's just keep him in prayer, okay? But that concert was actually double special for me because Drake was his special guest. Like, they squashed their beef, they came together on stage. It was just beautiful. Like, the energy in the place was amazing. Like, it was like everyone was just floating on air. It's just like, because everyone shares the love for the artist, and it's just like I told my daughter, I used to always look at videos of celebrities in concerts like Beyonce and see the reaction, and it would make me sad. Like, this is just beautiful. But I kind of like understood how come, you know, how they were so hype, how everyone was just so happy and just in such a great place at the concert. So that was my favorite concert so far. Next question, what cartoons did you watch as a kid? Would you still watch them? I watched the Flintstones, Scooby-Doo, the Jetsons, Underdog. They would play reruns of these things. Rocky and Bullwinkle was also another one of my favorites. Of course, Batman, the animated series. If you know, comment down below. The animated series, that was like the best. Would you still watch them? Definitely, most definitely. I have to be in the mood to watch cartoons these days, you know, but like when I really want to feel like a kid, I'll put the Flintstones on. Because like I used to watch the Flintstones and think like, how cool would it be as a little kid, you know? I was thinking like, how cool would it be to actually live like that, you know? And then the Jetsons also, you know, I was like, how cool would it actually be to just be floating in the air, you know? But yes, I would still watch all of them. Next question, what did you want to be when you grew up? When I first started, like I say about 7, 8, 9, ages 7, 8, 9, I thought I wanted to be a teacher. I just thought it was cool. Like, I just thought people in authority, you know, was cool at the time. But when I got older, what I really wanted to be was an actress. That was my dream. Next question. What's something you think is entirely underrated? Celibacy. I definitely think that is truly underrated for many different reasons. I'll talk about that in another video, but I recently had my journey, and I think it teaches you a lot about yourself. And this was the longest, literally, that I went 2 years, you guys. I'm so proud of myself. However, my health issues also had a little bit of a play in that as well. Kind of, you know, when you're having issues with your cycle and it's irregular and all that, it really does mess up your life. So, but I think that celibacy is underrated because everything in our society is sexualized. Everything is over-sexualized. And I think that we can all benefit from some true me time. And I think that taking sex out of the equation, it puts you in a different mind space, honestly. But we'll talk about that another time. I am going to talk about that later on in another video. Next question. What's the most exciting thing you've done recently? Purchasing my home. That was exciting for me. I mean, one, it was a long time dream of mine to purchase it before I turned 40, which I am going to turn next year in July. But as a single parent, a single woman who has been the head of my household for the last 18 years, I'm damn proud of being able to buy a house by myself. You know, I don't have a spouse. It's just me. So, that's definitely the most exciting thing I've done. Hey, only my name on the deed. Nobody can tell me to get out, you know? Next question. What do you daydream about? Jason Momoa. David Otunga. Mostly Jason Momoa. Next question. What is your best attribute or personality trait? I I am a very easy person to get along with. If we don't get along, it's because you truly, truly, truly are a sickening person, because I try to see the best in everybody, and I try to give everybody a fair chance. Which is the downfall at times, but but definitely I would say I'm very understanding. I'm very compassionate. That's the word. I'm very compassionate. Next question. If people are gossiping about you, what do you think they're saying? I don't give a tiny rat's ass what they're saying. Next question. What is your biggest turnoff in a partner? A liar. Like, I just don't understand why, like, men lie about the dumbest shit too. Like, I don't understand why it's so hard for men to be honest, honestly. A liar. Definitely a liar. Next question. Have you had any health scares? Yes. I recently, if you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I had a hysterectomy in January because I had uterine cancer. I am going to talk about that journey. Actually, that it was either that or get to know me video today. So I am going to talk about it soon. I'm just like mustering up all my strength to really encourage you guys, because I sat on it way too long. Like, you know, I want you guys to be more aware. So I'm definitely going to be putting that out soon. Next question. What type of music are you into? I'm open to everything. I literally, the only kind of music that I really can't get down with is metal, because it makes my anxiety go crazy. But I'm open to, I do hip hop, hands down. Hip hop and R&B, my fave. Like I said, I grew up in the 90s in Baltimore. Like, come on. Hip hop and R&B is like life for me. But I am Trinidadian, so soca music. We grew up listening to reggae, dancehall, all that stuff. So that's a big part of my my playlist. You know, I have a nice little island section too. So I like rock. I like Coldplay, Nickelback. But of course, hip hop favorites. I used to really like Mariah Carey, and I still do. Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson. But I don't listen to slow music anymore. I wouldn't say I'm like callous, but I'm just like, I don't want to listen to that. I'm not in love. I know it sounds stupid, but so I listen to just like a lot of like hype music now, you know. Maybe when I meet that Prince Charming, I'll be able to listen to Mariah again. This next question is actually pretty interesting. Favorite TV show? Okay. There's a few for different reasons. Hands down favorite TV show of all time, Desperate Housewives. I don't know if it's because it became my comfort show when I was going through my depression and things like that, or if it's really the writing is that great, which it is. But hands down, Desperate Housewives, that's one I can always pick up and watch, and it just puts me in a good place. Even though there's a lot of emotional scenes, so it's a lot of sad, but they incorporate comedy into it too, so that, you know, that's what kind of like gets me still watching. Friends is definitely one of my comfort shows, like my happy show. When I just want to be happy, put Friends on. It's hilarious. Love the gang. Revenge, another great show. A lot of disappointment, a lot of heartbreak, but Revenge is another very well written show that takes you through some twists and loops. Game of Thrones. I don't even like the fantasy genre. It's never been my thing. Sci-fi, I'm not into that kind of thing. But my brother, when I was on bed rest earlier this year, my brother we decided to binge watch different things. Me, him, and his friend Baxter. And so Baxter lives in Philadelphia, but my brother was living with me at the time to help take care of me after surgery. So we would literally get on FaceTime with Baxter and literally time our TVs to be on time. Really, it was an entire thing that we had going there, but it was cool. So at first we did Revenge, and then they suggested Game of Thrones, and then we did Breaking Bad, another great show. But Game of Thrones, literally, it's become one of my favorite shows. House of the Dragon as well. But I feel like Game of Thrones was a little bit better in the way that it was a little bit more provocative, yes. But I feel like they came through with the studs in Game of Thrones. Like, everybody was fine in there. Rob, Jon. And this might be an actual unpopular opinion, but I think the Hound is sexy. And I also, I get yelled at for this, but I think Lord Baelish is sexy too. Next question. How old were you when you had your first celebrity crush? And who was it? I was 9 years old, and it was Tevin Campbell. Next question. Do you have any pet peeves? Yes. Yes, I do. I'm a stickler for grammar. Just always have been. So, just like cringing thinking about bad grammar. Sorry. Yes, horrible grammar and people who don't take care of their teeth. I'm sorry. Just like, I feel like teeth are precious. You know what I'm saying? Oh. Next question. What song always gets you out on the dance floor? Back That Ass Up by Juvenile. Next question. How do you take your coffee? I like my coffee semi-sweet. I don't like it super sweet. So I will put like 1.5 teaspoons of sugar. I love the sweet Italian creamer. That's my favorite. Right now I'm using the sugar-free version because, like I said, I like my coffee semi-sweet. I don't like super sweet coffee and tea. So I put, and then because I love French vanilla lattes, so sometimes, actually most of the time, I'll put like a teaspoon of the vanilla latte powder in my coffee, mix it up, put some whipped cream. I always put whipped cream on my coffee. It just makes me feel great. I don't know. Next question. What is your favorite board game? Monopoly. It's fun. Next question. What would be the first thing you do if you won the lottery? Pay off my house. And then go get another one in LA. Next question. What is your favorite movie genre? Horror, thriller, slasher films. I love that stuff. Just thrillers are my favorite. Like, I am a sucker for a good Lifetime movie. I love Lifetime movies. Like, the suspenseful ones though. I don't like the dramas. I don't like the slow ones. I just like suspense. Suspense is my favorite. Next question. What causes are you passionate about? A lot actually, but anything helping out veterans, women, and children. I am definitely, those are the things that really make me, the things that I like to donate my time and you know, resources to. Next question. Are you an early bird or a night owl? I am an insomniac, so I would say I'm a night owl. I honestly want to be an early bird. You know, being in the military for so long, for 10 years, and just like, you know, that was waking up early every day. I feel like you accomplish so much more when you're an early bird. But because I'm an insomniac, I tend to be up at night more. Next question. Are you a dog person or cat person? I would say a dog person. I like them both. Who's your favorite musical artist? I always say that Tupac is my favorite artist, hands down. I love that he used his music to speak. That's one thing I loved about. That's another reason why I like Nas as well. He's one of my favorite rappers as well. But it's between Tupac and Bob Marley. I feel like they equally, in different eras and different genres, they both like set the tone, you know, for that genre. They both spoke out against injustices. They both spoke about relevant topics at the time. So I would say Tupac and Bob Marley, most definitely. But Drake is right, like right there. Next question. What's your favorite sport to watch? Football. I mean, you guys, I'm a sucker for muscles, okay? Maybe it was just being in the military and just being around all these muscle-bound guys all the time. I love muscles. Like, if I could marry a football player, that would probably be ideal. Like, I like big muscles, so football, definitely. It's actually an interesting sport to watch, too. Next question, what's your favorite holiday tradition? I would say most definitely listening to Christmas music and Trini Christmas music, which is Parang, with my daughter, you know, watching Christmas movies with her. But ultimately my favorite tradition is every year we make sure that we give to a cause, to a women and children's shelter. Hopefully this year we can give some time because COVID's not as bad. But that's our favorite tradition, to be honest. We started a couple years ago, and now it's like we give back at the end of the year. You know, I collect things during the year and then I just give back. I don't ask for donations or anything like that. I truly like give back all from me, because that's just who I am. And this is me, my daughter's tradition. I wanted to teach her that because there's always somebody less fortunate than you. Even if you think you have it bad, there's always somebody who could do better. There's always somebody out there doing worse. There's always somebody out there that you can help. No matter what position you're in, you can always be a help to somebody. So that's our favorite tradition. Next question. What's the best show on TV right now? House of the Dragon. Even though they won't be back for another 2 years. Just keep rewatching it, okay? Next question. Would you rather be hot or cold? Cold. All day, every day. Next question. Would you rather live without the internet or without bathing? Goodbye, internet. Okay? Because I literally, most of the times, I take 2 showers a day. Like, I'm just, my body has to always be tip top at all times. I can't go without bathing. Like in Marine combat training, I I broke out in hives because I couldn't shower for 2 days in the field. It was bad. Like I was freaking out about not being able to take a shower. So internet can go bye-bye. Next question. What's the most annoying thing people do in public? Oh, Lord. Pick their nose. Pick their wedgies. The next question I have is actually a good one. Were Ross and Rachel really on a break? It's a tough one. But I have to go with no. Okay? And hear me out. They were literally broken up for like 5 minutes. And it wasn't even a clear consensual breakup. They didn't even like really agree to break up. It's just a heated conversation and he walked out. Next question. Who is the most important person in your life and why? My daughter. That's my mini-me. My little part of me. We're very close. She's my only child, as I mentioned. So we're very, very close, and she keeps me grounded, honestly. She knows about my struggles with my mental health, and she keeps me grounded. She keeps me sane, to be honest. Keeps me on my toes. She'll definitely tell me about myself if needed, which I'm thankful for. So definitely my baby. Next question, how many close friends is ideal? I think it just depends on the person. Me personally, the smaller my circle, the better. You just can't trust people like you used to be able to. I don't like opening up and really bringing people into that part of my life. To be a close friend like that, we'd have to have really gone through some stuff to be close, because I just don't open that part of my life up to everybody. I personally would say 2 or 3. That's all you need. But like I said, everyone's personality is different. Everyone, your situation's different. So that's just me. Next question. Do you believe in soulmates? Yes, I do. Sadly. I'm just kidding. Funny thing about me, I am a hopeless romantic. Like, I still believe in the fairy tale romance, and maybe I was watching all those Indian movies when I was little too. Indian movies will just ruin your entire perspective on love. Next question, what do you want people to say about you at your funeral? That I had a good heart, that I was a great mom. Next question, what makes you laugh the most? You guys, there's one thing you guys have to know about me. I love to laugh. I love me a good joke. I love me a good meme. I absolutely adore memes, okay? The internet is like, I love memes and like videos, meme videos. Hilarious. I love to laugh. That's one thing about me. I am always in the mood to hear a good joke. I think I was being in the military, and like nobody in the military has filters on their jokes. So like the guys would be talking about their conquests and all that stuff, and like we're like, it's like kind of like you have to get used to it. So kind of like I have a really high threshold for like jokes, like like I've heard it all pretty much. So I love to laugh. What was the happiest day of your life? There has to be 3. The day I joined the Marines, became a Marine, graduated boot camp. That was kind of a rite of passage for me. Honestly didn't even know I would make it out of boot camp. I was so terrified. I was young. I hadn't really done much physical, activity, and like just literally jumped into it and was like, this is what I'm gonna do. So accomplishing that was definitely a high point in my life. It's number 1. Number 2, the day my daughter was born, obviously. Just, it was an amazing experience. Only thing I would do different is have her dad there. He left to Iraq when I was 5 months pregnant. He wasn't there for her birth. So that's the one thing I would definitely do different about that day. Everything else was perfect. It's just, I would have had him there, to see his beautiful baby come into the world. And then my third happiest day would be the day I closed on my house, September 22nd, 2022. It's been a long road for me. I literally paid off all my debt in the last 2 years. I worked hard to get where I am today. I busted my butt to pay off my debt, to get my credit in good standing. And like I said, I do it all by myself. I have, it's just me. And I'm proud of that. I am damn proud of that, to be honest with you. So those are the 3 most important days of my life. That just the feeling of what I accomplished on every single one of those days, it just can never be replaced. What is something you wish you could change about yourself? This one's actually kind of personal because I'll be honest with you guys. It would be my appearance, my body. I gained when I started taking my medication for my mental health in 2013. I just started gaining weight like crazy. And of course, mental, you know, a lot of times I would just be stuck in the bed. I wouldn't want to get up and work out and things like that. So I gained a lot of weight, which is really hard for me because I was used to being fit. I mean, I was a Marine. I'm a Marine, but you know what I'm saying? Like I was used to being fit at all times and just having, looking good. One thing I would change, I actually have a really nice figure. It's just my belly. I just need, so that's the one thing I would change. Honestly, right now what I'm working on is getting, losing that belly weight, and I do want a tummy tuck in the future. It's just something that I think is going to make me feel better about myself. But that's the one thing. To be honest with you guys, I can take the wrinkles. I'm starting to get gray hair. I'm 9, and I'm just starting to get my gray hair in. I can take all of that stuff. It's just that belly. It's just gotta go. Alrighty, you guys, that's all the questions that I'm going to answer today. This is just one that I put together. Like I said, the most questions I get asked. Of course, another one is my nationality. I am Trinidadian. I'm West Indian. My family is mostly Indian, so I am pretty much mostly Indian, and then on my mom's side we have a little bit of Spanish. So a lot of people ask me that, and I understand, because sometimes you see someone who looks kind of like you, or they look exotic and you're like, where are you from, you know? Alrighty, sorry about that. I had to change my battery, but I was just letting you guys know just some of the main things I get asked. My nationality, so now you guys know. I also get asked my religion. I am a Christian, non-denominational. Since I was 12 years old, since I was young, honestly, I got baptized at 12 years old, but that is my religion. I do believe in God. I also get a lot of, where do I live? I just moved from San Diego, California to El Paso, Texas. Well, Horizon City, Texas, which is on the outskirts of El Paso, but kind of still El Paso. And also I get asked a lot, why did you move to Texas? Why did you move from California? The cost of living. There is no freaking way I could have afforded a house like this in Cali. So the cost of living, the gas is so much better. People are so nice here. I love it here, to be honest. I haven't ventured out and really like explored the city, but the people, everybody is so nice here. The only thing about being in El Paso is because I don't speak Spanish, but a lot of people assume that I do, and so like they'll start talking to me in Spanish and I feel bad. I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. No habla español. So those are the main things that I can think of right now. If I forgot anything, please leave it in the comments down below. I will put together another video like this in the future. Like I said, people are constantly asking things, so I just put it to the side, and I, you know, remember to answer it in a video later on. So if there's anything you guys want to know, let me know in the comments down below. Also, leave me a comment down below and let me know where you're watching me from. I would really like to know where you guys are located. It's really interesting to me to see, you know, everybody from all over the place and their experiences. So leave me a comment down below. Let me know where you're watching me from today. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I'm sorry I didn't go into more detail about certain things, but like I said, I just wanted to cover the basics for now. Thank you so much for watching today's video, sticking around, getting to know me a little bit. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content, and I will definitely see you guys in the next one.